Hey, okay sir, and welcome back to Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery. This is something that has been teased and been building towards for a very long time in the game, and it looks like we are finally going to be going to the Wizengamot Trial. Now, if you watched the previous chapter, and I highly recommend that you do, chapter 31, it will give you a bit more insight as to the preparation and what's going to be happening going into the trial. So I would watch that first if you haven't watched it. Otherwise, obviously, massive spoilers ahead. So it says here, it is time for the Wizengamot Trial. Will the white-robed wizard be kept in Azkaban, or will he be free? Only time will tell. Also, you can change the decorations on your bookcase. That's pretty neat. So I'm doing that right now, as you can see, but you can only do the one, and then you have to press the X in the top right. And then you can move it around, see, to that one. And then press whatever you want. We'll do, I guess, that one. Press the X. And then switch to the last one. Like so. There we go. So I'll have to talk to Madame Umbridge. And if I remember in the previous chapter at the end, she did like a weird smirk. And obviously it brought us back to thinking about what it wasn't really her. So now I'm like, You wanted to see me, Madame Umbridge? Indeed, Mr. Casey. I wish to discuss the trial and what you should expect. Since this is your first Wizengamot trial, there are some procedures you should know about. Please drink your tea. It will help settle your nerves before the trial. She looks like the Grinch. I think I'll wait for it to cool down first, Madame Umbridge. Very well. Let's discuss courtroom procedures then, while you wait for your tea to cool. So obviously, I don't like this, and I'm sure everybody watching is like, don't drink the tea. If they give me the option, obviously I'm not going to drink it. It sounds like everyone will get a chance to speak during the trial, even the white-robed wizard. I think it is unnecessary, but other Wizengamot members insist that the accused be given a chance to speak. You and your brother will be testifying after him. After him? There is nothing to be nervous about. The accused will be properly restrained. Now, are you going to drink your tea, Casey, or help calm your nerves? Drink the tea, don't drink the tea. Remember how I think she's acting, but I'm not drinking the tea. I think I'll pass, Madame Umbridge. I don't want any tea. Oh, and why is that, Mr. Casey? I've offered you a drink. You should really drink it. It is quite rude to decline my hospitality. I believe it is also rude to insist on something your guest has declined. If I say I don't want tea, then I don't want tea. Very well then. You're free to go, but remember, Casey, I won't be going easy on you. I hadn't expected you to. Think carefully about how you'll answer my questions during today's trial. I will, Madame Umbridge. The trial will begin shortly. Run along now, Mr. Casey. And think about what I have said. It is imperative that you be honest during today's trial. Of course, Madame Umbridge. Thank you for taking the time to talk to me about the courtroom procedures. I should get to the courtroom right away. I don't want to be late for the white-robed wizard's trial. What is going to go down? There's so much that could go wrong. Well, this is what it looks like. There's the white-robed wizard. Is that Dumbledore? Is he the head cheese? The head honcho? Huh. Here we go, everybody. There you are, Pip. For a moment, I was worried you were going to miss the trial. Of course I'm not going to miss the trial, Jacob. Hi, Casey. Can you believe that we're in one of the Wizengamot courtrooms? Hi, Corey. What are you doing here?
Yeah!
I'm here for moral support. I invited her here. I thought you might feel better if you had a friend. I see. This place is amazing, isn't it? I never knew the courtroom would look like this. No! Why her of all people? Some of you might be confused as to why I'm kind of really hesitant about this. Again, if you watch the previous chapters and what's been going on... And look at that cage that the White Wizard is in. He deserves worse than a cage. Oh look, Professor Dumbledore is about to make his opening remarks. Welcome, esteemed witches and wizards of the Wizengamot. As Chief Warlock, it is my duty to introduce the case that you will be hearing today. The case before you today is that of Kazuhiro Shiratori, a former Mahudakara wizard. Mr. Shiratori stands accused of attempted assassination of a Hogwarts student. Other crimes include conspiring with the Dark Organization, R, and use of the unforgivable curses. Mr. Shiratori, how do you plead? Not guilty. Now, it is imperative that I remind the Wizengamot that they are to remain impartial during the trial. It is only once when we come together at the end of the trial that the decision should be reached. Without further ado, the Wizengamot calls Kazuhiro Shiratori to give his statement of the day of the attack. And the version of the event he's telling is all wrong. Blimey, I wonder if the Wizengamot believes this version of events. If they do, then they're even more incompetent than I originally thought. Hopefully our testimony will be enough to make the Wizengamot see the truth. Speaking of our testimony, we're going to be up next. Are you nervous, Jacob? A bit. The tea that Madame Umbridge gave me is helping calm my nerves, though. Terrible tea, though. And a truly awful woman. She looks a bit like a toad, doesn't she? Are you alright? You're not usually so forthcoming. I feel perfectly fine, Pip. You worry too much. Always have. I agree with KC. Something strange is definitely going on. You said you drank some of Madame Umbridge's tea, Jacob? Yes. Didn't I just say that? Were you even paying attention? Don't be rude, Jacob. I'm not being rude. I'm just being honest. I think that's the issue. Hold on, I want to try something. Jacob, tell me a lie. Tell me that Professor Snape is the nicest professor in all of Hogwarts. Snape was the worst professor I ever had, always looming like a vampire or something. You're telling the truth. I don't think Jacob can lie, KZ. I think he's been given Veritaserum. Veritaserum? Are you serious? But if that's true, then if someone asks while we're on the stand, Jacob may reveal that R wants me to lead them. Or that Marilla is a Hogwarts mole. Or that she's a double agent.
Yeah.
All we'd have to do is ask the right question. What are we gonna do? You can't testify as long as you're under the effects of Veritaserum. And we don't have the time nor the ingredients to brew an antidote. We need to delay the trial. That's the only thing we can do. We need a distraction. Corey, can you... Is that a doxy? Silence! Please make your way carefully out of the courtroom. The court is now in recess. We will reconvene once the doxy threat has been investigated. Well, that was surprisingly really easy. But hopefully we still do the trial, and we're not delayed again for another many chapters. So now obviously we have to figure out just how long this is going to take to wear off. Also, where is everybody? This should be a good place to wait out the side effects of the Veritaserum. That was quick thinking in the courtroom, Corey. Bit lucky shouting out a docs like that in the middle of a testimony. But a good job nonetheless. You got us out of there. Now, Jacob can't accidentally tell the Wizengamot that R wants me to lead them. Or that Marula's a double agent. Well, you know, I was just thinking on my feet, trying to help out my friends. No need to be embarrassed, Corey. You did a great job. I'm impressed. I think you're just embarrassing her even more, Jacob. Yeah, can we talk about something else? Please?
Hey!
Absolutely. This is the perfect time to bond as siblings, Pip. You want to bond now? Well, you're under the effects of Viridian Serum. Good a time as any, I think. Come on, Corey can moderate us so it doesn't get too out of hand. Okay, let's do this. You blame me for your magical mishaps? No wonder Mom was always so cross with me. Well, I certainly didn't want to disappoint her. She is a bit scary when she's angry, isn't she? Oh, she wasn't that bad, Jacob. And besides, we did break her table. I can't believe you broke your mom's table. Mom would have had my head. We've had some good times, eh? We have, and I'm glad we got this chance to bond. Alright, enough of this soppy stuff. I'm not sure how much more I can take. Can we check if the Viridian Serum has worn off yet? Jacob just has to try telling a lie, right? Exactly. Jacob, try telling me that you didn't break your mom's plates and then blame it on KC. KC totally broke those plates. That's a lie. Brilliant. It seems to me that the Viridian Serum has worn off. You should be good to testify now. Perfect. That'll show that nasty Madame Umbridge not to mess with the KC siblings. You think she's behind the Viridian Serum? She does seem like the most likely suspect. Do you think Madame Umbridge is the one who used Viridian Serum KC? It was her? It was someone from R. I'm not sure who it was. Well, Madame Umbridge was kind of acting like she did originally, when it wasn't really her. So that's why I was so paranoid about it. But if it wasn't her, and she's acting like herself, then that's what's really throwing me off. I mean, right now it doesn't really matter, I think. Because even if we did know who it was, there's nothing we can do about it. I'm just gonna go with it. You're right, it was Madame Umbridge. It makes the most sense. I didn't drink the tea, but she was insistent that I did. That in itself was suspicious to me. I wish I could have been like you, KZ. The tea just seemed like a nice gesture at the time. She's definitely the most likely culprit, especially if you didn't drink or eat anything else, Jacob. I didn't have anything else. I'd have been too nervous to eat or drink before the trial. Accusing a ministry official of something like this without any proof, though, it would just draw attention away from the Shiratori's trial. And potentially damage your reputations and credibility as witnesses. So then, we won't mention it. We don't want to jeopardize the trial. What's important is that Kazuhiro Shiratori stays locked up in Azkaban for the crimes he's committed. And our testimonies can make that happen.
Yeah!
Well then, what are we waiting for? The trial should be reconvening soon. Especially since I didn't see a doxy in the courtroom. The Wizengamot should have figured that out. Thanks again for that, Koi. You really saved Jacob and me. Let's get back to the trial. I have time to testify and make sure that Shiratori stays in Azkaban. Like I said in the very beginning of this, things are not going to go smoothly. I'm not even talking about the tea. I'm talking about something's going to happen like after this trial. I'm just waiting for some like big twist or something. I don't know why. There you are, Pip. I was worried Madame Umbridge was going to start without you. I'm glad she didn't, though she looked quite upset. Probably because we foiled her Viridian Serum plans. Serves her right. We should be starting soon, Casey. How are you feeling? I feel calm. I feel nervous. I feel more calm now. I actually do. Now that we've gotten that thing sorted out. and we can actually tell the truth. I'm good. I think I'm good. I feel calm, actually. You didn't drink any tea, did you? Of course not. I don't think I'll be drinking tea for a while yet. I just feel like I'm ready to testify to the Wizengamot. Looks like everyone is here. It's time to testify, Casey. After a minor and unwelcome interruption, it is time for the testimony of Jacob and KC. And I remind the witnesses to be truthful in their statements. Please recount to the Wizengamot your encounters with Kazuhiro Shiratori. Alright, been building up for this for a very, very long time. This is for all the marbles. All of my interactions with Mr. Shiratori have tended towards violence. In fact, if it hadn't been for Jacob's arrival in Nocturne Alley, I'm not sure I would be here today to testify. Mr. Shiratori is a criminal and a member of the dark organization R. He can't be allowed to roam free. He's done nothing but try to harm me. Liar! It was never my intention to harm you because... That is enough, Mr. Shiratori. You had your chance to speak. You will not interrupt the witness again, or I'll have you removed from the court. Continue, Mr. Casey, with your testimony. Thank you, Professor. As I was saying, Mr. Shiratori has done nothing but try to harm me and my brother. I fear that, should he leave here a free man, he will succeed in causing harm to one of us. Thank you for your testimony. That is the end of the testimonies, my fellow Wizengamot members. It is now time for us to come together to reach a verdict. Anyone who is not a member of the Wizengamot, please exit the courtroom while we deliberate. We will call for you when it is time to return. So now we have to wait for the verdict. And we just did a 4-hour wait time. Excellent job today, Casey. You too, Jacob. Thank you, Mad Eye. I'm glad we're done testifying. That was so nerve-wracking. I thought we were done for when Shiratori interrupted me. Blimey, you can say that again. I nearly collapsed in my seat, and I wasn't even testifying. Fortunately, Professor Dumbledore silenced him before he could say anything. The Wizengamot is quite particular about interruptions, very different from Muggle courts, or so Arthur tells me. Now we just have to wait for the Wizengamot's verdict. In the meantime, let's discuss how things went in the courtroom. I'm down with that. Wait a moment, did you say Veridiserum? That's right, Mad Eye. Jacob was given Veridiserum before the trial.
Yeah!
That's why I shouted Doxy in the courtroom. We had to wait out the effects of the Veridiserum. Do you have any idea where the Veridiserum came from? I think it was made at Mumbridge, but we don't have any proof. It was not a pleasant experience, to say the least. We decided not to say anything about it, though. We didn't want to jeopardize the trial. It was a good idea not to jeopardize the trial, though I will be looking into this Veridiserum incident. Other than that, how was your first Wizengamot trial? It was thrilling, it was a bit dull, it was terrifying. Honestly, I thought it was going to be a lot more nerve-wracking, more intense. But it did seem to go pretty fast, and it was pretty dull. It was a bit dull, to be honest. I thought it would be more exciting. You thought that was dull? I thought I was going to faint the entire time. I wouldn't say I was going to faint, but I was definitely on the edge of my seat most of the time. Hey, I have to find trials to be dull nowadays. As an Auror, you're often roped into watching the accused. Honestly, I'm just relieved that my secret about Auror's intention to make me the leader is safe. And that my ruler wasn't exposed as a double agent. That would have been disastrous. Indeed, but perhaps we shouldn't speak of this here. Besides, the Wizengamot has likely reached a verdict by now. If that's the case, then let us head back to the courtroom. It's time to find out what Shiratori's fate is. I find it interesting how Mad Hour is like, we shouldn't talk about this here, and yet, right before we were supposed to talk, when we were in our seats, we were basically blabbing about tea and Madame Umbridge and everything in front of everybody. Also, this is a pretty cool looking shirt, huh? So it all comes down to this. I still think something's gonna go down. Let's find out what happens. It's time for the Wizengamot's verdict. Are you alright, Jacob? You seem worried. That's because I am worried, Pip. This is the end of Shiratori's trial, but what if things don't go the way we hope? Are you nervous about what's going to happen? I am nervous. I'm confident. As I've harped a couple times, something's probably gonna go down. I'm freaking terrified. I'm nervous about how the trial will end. I was confident before, but now that we're here and the verdict is about to be delivered, all we can do, Jacob, is hope for the best outcome. As the boys are right, but I just... Blimey, I should be putting on a braver face for you, Casey. Jacob, if you need to talk, then let's talk, alright? It may help you feel better to talk through your thoughts. Perhaps you're right. Then, tell me what's on your mind. So you're gonna do me in like this? You're gonna do everybody watching this in? Are we not gonna get a chance to know the trial verdict? Huh? Because I'm pretty sure this is actually the last quest, isn't it? It's the last quest. Maybe we'll find out the verdict after this. I think it's perfectly normal to be worried. Absolutely. Jacob, I understand that you're worried about me getting hurt, but I'm not a defenseless kid anymore. And besides, it seems to me that I have been the one saving you recently. That is true. I'm sorry, Pip. Sometimes I forget that you're not a kid anymore. I miss so many years of you growing up. But I couldn't be proud of who you've become, Casey. May I have the attention of the court? It is time to announce the verdict in the trial of Kazuhiro Shiratori. The Wizengamot has spent a great deal of time deliberating on this matter. We considered every statement given today carefully, and we can only come to a single conclusion. The Wizengamot finds Kazuhiro Shiratori guilty of all charges. Wow. Let today's trial and verdict serve as a warning to all the members of the Dork Organization R. Each and every one of you will be rooted out, put on trial, and will share the same fate as Mr. Shiratori. A life sentence in Azkaban. A guilty verdict. Jacob, we did it. Serves that dog wizard right.
Hey.
Come on, Casey. This calls for a celebration. Wow. So it wasn't what I expected in the sense of I thought something would happen. Like a twist or something. Like I was saying before. I just thought somebody would interrupt. Or there would be this crazy thing that goes down. No. But going back to him being guilty, remember what he was saying? He was saying that he wasn't trying to harm them, or harm me. Which is now very, very interesting. Is he actually working for R? There's obviously a lot more to this. But we'll see what happens with this moving forward. We can now check off the Wizengamot Trial. That's done. Remember in the beginning I was talking about how Corey was beside me? And I was like, this can't be good. Because I thought that R knew about Corey. And knew about Marula in the back of my mind. And I thought that this dude was going to use that against us somehow or something, but it never ended up happening. So maybe they don't know. Maybe R doesn't know about Corey and Marula and everybody. So maybe I was just thinking too far ahead. But anyway, I'm starting to really ramble here. I'm over the moon that we have finally been able to, as I said, check this off, and we'll see where we go moving forward in Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery. So thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye everybody.